Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan, and today I'm going to be discussing the last book I read this year. It's by Sarah Morgan. It is called A Wedding in December. So let's get into it. I don't know what it is with the last two books I've read this year, but I was not a fan of this book either. I've read Sarah Morgan's Snowed In for Christmas, and that one is a very good book. So when I saw this one at the bookstore, I was like, oh, Sarah Morgan, it's going to be a great Christmas book. But for some odd reason, I just did not like a lot of the characters in this book. Mostly the mom, Maggie, and the oldest daughter, Katie. I feel that they were just complaining a lot of the time. And I should have known because this book is about a wedding and it's about the youngest daughter, Rosie, getting engaged on Thanksgiving, and then her fiance's mother's like, oh, let's do like a Christmas wedding. So they literally had like 4 weeks to plan it. But I just, oh my gosh, like just the drama, for the oldest sister to be like 32 years old and the mom to like feel insecure at her age for comparing herself to her daughter's fiance's mom. Like, I don't know, it just seemed like so over the top. And I don't know, I'm like, these people should be like super secure with their lives. Like, why are you comparing yourself to someone who lives in a different country and has a different culture? Doesn't make theirs better than yours. It doesn't make, yours better than theirs. And so I don't know. There was just way too much insecurity in the book. I don't mind when characters have insecurities because everyone has some, type of insecurity. But I think just the way that it was told in the story, it was just a little over the top for me. And I was getting like really impatient. And so I started it at the beginning of the month and I was like, I need to put this down. I was like, I need to walk away because I'm already getting frustrated. But then the last couple of days, I'm just like skimming through it. I'm like, does this book get any better? Does it get any better? I would say the last 30, 40 pages maybe were probably the best part. I really liked, there's a scene with Katie, who's the oldest. She's 32 with her dad. And she's a doctor, an ER doctor. And something happened to her with like a patient because she ends up having like a scar or whatever on her shoulder, and she talks to her dad. She's like, Dad, are you gonna be so disappointed in me? Because she's like, I don't know if I want to be a doctor anymore. And he's like, that's fine. She's like, I feel like everything is a waste. He's like, nothing's a waste in life. And so I thought that was like really profound moment with her and her dad. He's like, you're still young. He's like, go out there. And he's like, this is the perfect time for a career change if you want to. He's like, you're 32. You're not with anyone. You're not settled down or anything. It's like, go out there and find it. He's like, you may find love, or you may find this, or travel, or do whatever. And so I thought that was just like really cool a moment. I love seeing moments between parents and kids because I think it's just a really special relationship. And the fact that you can openly communicate with your parents, which I think is a huge thing. I don't think many parents talk to their kids anymore, but it's always great when parents and kids can communicate well to each other and to show that they care and that they love each other. And communication is like so important. So I really liked those scenes towards the end between the father and daughter, and I just thought it was super cute. So if I did take anything from the book, I would say the end of the book, the scenes between the parents and the kids were just really profound and supportive. And it's just like all this drama from the last 400 pages could have been solved just easily by communication. But it seems like nobody like communicates anymore. I don't know what it is. It's like the most important thing. And I'm like, if you just would have brought these up at hand, they're like, oh, I didn't want to stress you out, or I didn't want to make you mad. And I'm like, you don't know unless you bring it to the table. And the person wasn't even upset with you. They were just like, oh, I'm glad you told me. I wish you told me sooner, but I'm glad you told me. Which I understand because, like, as a kid, you're sometimes afraid to talk to your parents because you feel like they're going to be disappointed. But I'm like, you don't know unless you say something. And then you talk it out and work it out, Kind of common sense, in my opinion. But I know there's less of that these days. Overall, it wasn't my favorite book that I read this year. But like I said, at the very end, there were some really sweet moments that I think are good takeaways and good reminders in life to, take some risks. You don't know unless you try something. So I think that's really cool. That's it for my review on this book. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.